Sora is dead, the lead is gone. Today, how OpenAI killed its own video model on April 26th, how Grok briefly took the crown for 60 days, and how 3 Chinese labs now own the top 3 spots on every blind leaderboard, with nobody outside of artificial analysis even saying it. April 26th, 2026, OpenAI shut down the Sora app and the web product. Not paused, shut down. Every video that lived inside it had to be exported by the deadline or it was deleted. The API hangs on until September 24th. Then it goes dark too. April 26th is the date the consumer Sora era ended, 2 years and 2 months after launch. OpenAI's own help article does not bury the news. The app and the web experience are gone. The API has a 5-month runway. After that, all data tied to Sora accounts is permanently deleted. Read the move for what it is. OpenAI is not stepping back from video because the model failed. It is stepping back because the unit economics never worked. The cost to generate 1 minute of Sora 2 Pro video was $30. Veo 3.1 is $12. Grok Imagine is $4.20. The cheapest model on the market is 1/7 the price of the one OpenAI just killed. The decoder framed it correctly. 2-stage shutdown. App in April. A PI in September. The wind down is engineered to migrate paying customers to Veo or Grok before the lights go off. 7 times the cost. Same minute of video, that is the ratio that ended the Sora project, not a benchmark loss, a pricing collapse the engineering could not catch up to. Futurum Group covered the enterprise red. The shutdown is a strategic shift away from creative AI toward coding agents and the Codex platform we covered yesterday. OpenAI picked a side and video lost. But the story does not end with OpenAI quitting, because while OpenAI was deciding to leave the room, somebody else walked in and took the crown. February 1st, 2026, xAI shipped Grok Imagine 1.0. Within 72 hours, it was at the top of the artificial analysis video arena, a blind, human-judged head-to-head test. First on text to video, first on image to video. Ahead of Veo 3.1, Runway Gen 4.5, and Kling 2.5 Turbo. The launch page is direct, 10-second 720p video with audio $0.20 per video, $4.20 per minute. The cheapest frontier quality video model on the market, 1,400 ELO at launch. That was the number that put Grok Imagine ahead of every Western competitor on the day it shipped. Deep Learning, AI's The Batch ran the pricing analysis. Their phrase, a 7-fold price gap with room to fall. Read that sentence again. The cheapest model was also the best. That has never happened in this category before. 17 seconds. That is how long it takes Grok Imagine to generate a 15-second video with audio. Veo takes longer. Sora 2 Pro took longer at 10 times the cost. Speed plus price plus quality in one product was new. WaveSpeed AI ran the deep technical review. Their take: Grok Imagine's motion-first approach gave it more stable camera movements and fewer visual glitches than the older models built around frame interpolation. For 60 days, that was enough. WaveSpeed's 6-way comparison covered every active video model in the market. Western and Chinese, frontier and budget. The chart showed Grok at the top for 2 months, then everything moved. 60 days at number 1, that is how long Grok Imagine held the top spot. For context, Sora held it for over a year. Grok's reign lasted 1/4 of 1 season. And what came next, nobody outside the leaderboard saw coming. Pull up the artificial analysis image to video leaderboard right now. The top 3 spots are Happy Horse 1.0, ByteDance's Dreamina Seedance 2.0, and Grok Imagine. The text to video leaderboard is even more lopsided. Happy Horse 1.0 first, Dreamina second. Kuaishou's Kling 3.0 third, Veo 3.1 fourth, Grok 5th. 3 of the top 5 everywhere are Chinese. Image to video. The leaderboard reads Happy Horse 1.0 at 1,397 ELO, Dreamina Seedance 2.0 at 1,347, Grok Imagine at 1,327, Veo 3.1 fell out of the top 3. 1,397, that is the current image to video ELO for Happy Horse 1.0. The team behind it has not been publicly identified, which is by itself a story. Text to video, same picture, Happy Horse 1.0, Dreamina, Kling, Veo, Grok, the Chinese stack, the Western stack. The gap is widening with every monthly leaderboard refresh. ByteDance ships Dreamina inside CapCut. CapCut has 800 million monthly active users. ByteDance is not building a distribution product. problem. It is building a video model on top of a distribution moat that already exists. Kuaishou ships Kling inside its short video super app, 600 million daily active users. Distribution is not a concern. Pricing is not a concern. The only question they care about is which Western model they overtake next. Here is the unpopular take. This is not China catching up. This is China already past the Western frontier on consumer video gen, while every American AI investor still uses the word catching up in their decks. Veo 3 AI ran the post-shutdown landscape. Their conclusion, Grok, Kling, and Veo are the three options for serious creators. Sora is gone, the market is splitting along geographic lines, Western shops on Veo or Grok, Asian shops on Kling or Dreamina, American hobbyists on whatever survives. 3 months from Grok's launch in February to the May leaderboard. The Western lead in consumer AI video lasted exactly 1 quarter. That is not a moat, that is a head start. Pull back, the shutdown plus the leaderboard flip plus the distribution gap is 1 story, not 3. And the consequences are bigger than which model creators picked this month. 90 days. That was the entire window in which a Western model held a clear lead in this category. Every moat assumption baked into Western frontier lab valuations needs to survive that fact. The moats Sora's launch implied: proprietary training data, top-tier compute access, the OpenAI brand, all 3, held for 90 days, pricing collapsed first, quality caught up next, distribution finished it. Daijin wrote the migration guide for Sora users. Of the 7 recommended alternatives, 4 are Chinese. The choice American creators are now being walked through is which Chinese model to pick. That sentence would have read as nonsense in 2024. Google's Veo 3.1, 4th on text to video, 4th on image to video. The lone Western model still in the conversation, beats Grok in some categories, loses to 2 Chinese models on the leaderboard creators' trust. If you can only own one piece of this story, own the distribution. The model is a feature. The platform with 800 million daily users that ships the model for free as part of the editor is the moat. ByteDance and Kuaishou figured that out before Western frontier labs were finished arguing about training compute. Western enterprise creative shops, Veo or Grok. Western indie creators, Grok for cost. Asian platforms, Kling or Dreamina by default. The split is not by quality, it is by where you live and who runs your editor. Distribution beat compute. The same lesson search and social media learned a decade ago. AI video just learned it in 90 days. Forecasts, 6 months out, 12 months out, and 1 builder takeaway you can act on tomorrow. 6-month bet, Happy Horse 1.0 will be confirmed as either a known Chinese lab or a serious new entrant. The current anonymity is a marketing choice. It will end before the next leaderboard refresh. 12-month bet. The September 24th Sora API shutdown forces every enterprise locked into Sora to migrate. At least 30% of those migrations will land on a Chinese provider. The Bureau of Industry and Security will notice. The Western consumer AI video lead lasted 1 season. That sentence belongs in every fund manager's deck this quarter. It will not be there. If you are building anything that touches AI video, run benchmarks against Dreamina and Kling alongside Veo and Grok. Pretend Sora never existed. Pretend the Western moat never existed. Build for the leaderboard that ships now. Sora is dead. Grok lost the lead. The top 3 are Chinese. AI News Now. See you tomorrow.